Hi friends, welcome to Bitcoin Gem channel. I hope you all are doing great. So in this video, we are going to look into SIP strategy, that is systematic investment plan. We look at a strategy where you can DCA from 2022 till 2024 end. So that is a 36-month strategy. I'm taking this as an example. You can definitely plan your own strategy. So we will look into a lot of different ways through which you can SIP, and I will share everything that I want to with regards to systematic investment plan in crypto. So I hope you guys stay till the end of the video because there are going to be different insights for you. Also, I hope you guys have read this disclaimer, guys. I'm not a financial advisor, so nothing I say is a financial advice. Please don't take it as a financial advice. I am only giving you what I feel or what are my insights. I can also be wrong a lot of times, so please do your own research before you take any investment decision. So let us jump into what I have in store for you in with regards to systematic investment plan in crypto. So I am going to share a lot of things. I have made it a point to make a detailed SIP video for you. So I hope you guys stay till the end. And guys, if you're joining me for the first time, kindly like this video and please subscribe to the channel. Help me reach 1000 subscribers before we begin 2022. That is what I can hope for. So we are looking into SIP strategy, and this strategy is an example. We will take 36 months or 3 years from 2022 till 2024. It's a systematic investment plan. There are two options through which you can SIP. Either you do it every month for 3 years, so that is 36 times, or you do it quarterly, so every 3 months, so that is 12 times. Now, there are some tips from my end that I want you to focus on when you do this SIP. The first and foremost tip, take as low risk as possible. That means do not invest into projects that are high risk or that are of low market caps. Low market caps are generally high risk projects. So you don't know whether those projects will last long. So your SIP might go zero or it might become useless. Hence, do not SIP into high risk projects. So the second point that you see over here, only go with blue chips, that go hand in hand with the first point. Only go with blue chips when it comes to SIP. If you don't know anything, just SIP into Bitcoin and Ethereum. You don't need to do anything else. In fact, you can only SIP into Bitcoin also. So depending on your knowledge about the crypto markets and depending on your investment strategy, your research, these are just certain tips that I want to give you. Take as low risk as possible, only go with blue chips. If you are SIP, if you are doing SIP into different sectors like metaverse, crypto gaming, NFT, then only select the blue chips and do your research. Do you think that those projects will sustain for 3 years? Next 3 years, will they be able to survive the bear market? Only and only then invest or SIP into those projects, or else be completely risk free in terms of crypto. Of course, everything is risky, nothing is risk free, but this is a very subjective conversation. So in terms of crypto, Bitcoin is the least risky asset. So either go only with Bitcoin or go only with blue chips like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink. If you are diversifying into DCA, don't over diversify. That is again one of my tips. Max, at the max, you can go with 10 cryptos, not more than that. In fact, I don't even go beyond 4 or 5. But again, it is my personal choice. Similarly, you can have your own strategy, but don't over diversify. That is my tip. the bearish price action, the better for us. So the logic is, if we want to accumulate something, it's better that it is in a bearish price action. So we get to accumulate more of it at very less price. Hence, if your favorite crypto is in a bearish price action, you should be happy when you are SIPing into it, because you are getting it at a lower cost. So there are different sectors through which you can plan your SIP. The first sector is store of value, digital gold or Bitcoin. That is the only crypto in this sector. I do not see anything else as store of value or digital gold. That is Bitcoin. The second sector is smart contract layer one with highest market cap. So of course there is Ethereum, and nobody comes next to Ethereum over here. So this is the second sector. Third sector which you can SIP into are ETH competitors or other layer ones like Solana, like Polkadot, or etc. Any other L1s that you find interesting. The fourth sector can be oracles. That is Chainlink. For me, that is the only oracle. But of course, there are other oracles like Band, and you can also do your own research. Again, as I told you, we are only looking for blue chips. So do not go for high risk tokens in any sector. The next sector, which I find very relatively less risky, is exchange tokens. So I believe good exchange are going to be there, are going to stay, and hence exchange tokens become relatively less risky. So there are exchange tokens that you can make one sector of investment in, that is BNB, KCS, FTT, etc. Again, go for blue chips. Then there are metaverse tokens. So metaverse like Sandbox or Decentraland, so Sand, Mana, etc. Depending again on, go only for blue chips. There are DeFi tokens, so Aave, Compound, and Wi-Fi, and so on. Again, it becomes comparatively very subjective, as in you want to DeFi on Ethereum, you want to DeFi on Solana. So go only for blue chip DeFi tokens on any L1 chains. Most probably, I think go with less risky. So stick with Ethereum. Let other chains perform, see how they are being developed in the bear market, and then only risk with SIP. Go with less risky when it comes to SIP, because once again, when the market pumps, you can always buy back altcoins with your Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you don't need to take extra risk, just invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And when once again you feel the market is right and the market is bullish, you can always buy back your altcoins with Bitcoin and Ethereum. The next sector is crypto gaming. So you can go for crypto gaming tokens that you think are blue chips in that. And the final section right now is NFT and social tokens. Again, one sector which you can add in this is Web3. So Web3 has its own narrative, and you can also look into that. Whatever whatever crypto assets are creating a decentralized web, this also sector can be added in this. So these are the these are the most sectors that I see. And of course, sectors will keep updating depending on the trend. Every year we might get a new trend. So you can work your SIP into this. But again, as I told you, do not over diversify. Go with the blue chips and only with less and less risky assets as possible. Now, let me share one example with you. And with that example, I will share how can you DCA into this, what should be your strategy. Again, this is just an example, and by the end of this video, I will also provide with you one amazing strategy to simplify your SIP. I am sure it will be new to most of you, so kindly stick till the end. So over here I have taken a example. We have divided this into 3 years, so that is 2022, 2023, 2024. And I have taken example of SIPing or systematic investment plan, basically putting $100 every month for 36 months. In the bracket, you can see the price of Bitcoin. This is an example taken only with Bitcoin. So you can see I have taken an example and I have assumed, this is a pure assumption. I do not know what will happen. This is a pure assumption. So I've assumed that from 1st January, this can be a relative Bitcoin price action. This can be the relative Bitcoin price action in 2023 and 2024. And let us see what you will achieve if at all you SIP into only Bitcoin through this. So you are buying $100 worth of Bitcoin every month for the next 36 months. So the total investment value for yours would be $3,600. So the first month you're buying in January, at that time, assume you're buying $100 worth of Bitcoin for a price of 50,000, then 65, 75, 70, likewise, whole year you are buying Bitcoin at different prices. I have assumed that Bitcoin is going to as high as $1,20,000. And then we are again coming back to $50,000 to $55,000. So you can see this has been the first year where you are buying $100 worth of Bitcoin every month. And the prices are ranging from 50,000 to the lowest till 1,20,000 being the highest. Similarly, in 2023, you continue to buy Bitcoin. We are assuming that it is a bear market or the bearish market for Bitcoin. And again, you start buying with only $100 worth of Bitcoin every month. In this year, you are buying Bitcoin from $45,000, then it's 40, 35, 25, 20, 20, 25, 30, 35, 25, 40, again 25. So in this, the highest price for Bitcoin for this year is 45,000 and the lowest is 20,000. Again, this is just an assumption. And in 2024, you are continuing with the same strategy where you are putting in $100 every month. And again, in this, we are assuming that Bitcoin will be back in the bull market because 2024 is the next Bitcoin halving. So again, you are buying $100 worth of Bitcoin every month. So this is 35, 45, 55, 65, 50, 60, 75, 85, 65, 100,000, 125, 150. So you can see I have been taking it conservatively. I am not going full ballistic into my price predictions. I have taken a very reasonable price prediction. So there are 36 months in 2024. Your lowest Bitcoin buying price is at 35,000 and the highest is at $1,50,000. Assuming this is what you're doing for 3 years and considering this price action, after 36 months, your average Bitcoin buying price comes to $60,000, wherein you bought the lowest for 20 and you also bought it for $1,50,000. And you can see most of the times in 2022 and 2024, I have assumed that Bitcoin is at least above $50,000 to $60,000. So only 1 year where Bitcoin is below 50 and I have taken higher prices. So an average buying price comes down to 60,000 in 3 years, where you are only putting $100 every month. Of course, this is just an example. You can put 1,000, you can put 10,000, you can put $10, depending on your capacity. So what will happen is after 36 months, we are assuming that even after 36 months, considering that in 2024 December, Bitcoin would be at $1,50,000, you are almost 3x. You are 2.5x on your total portfolio. So putting in $3,600, you are almost at $10,000 if I'm not wrong. And that is only with Bitcoin. Again, if you do the same thing with Ethereum, I think your returns would be slightly higher as it has a lower market cap. If you do the same thing with Chainlink, again, I think it will be higher. Just for your understanding and to help you, I've also mentioned a few assets here and I've given them their risk rating. So Bitcoin for me is low risk and you can do anything from 20 to 100% depending on your strategy. Similarly, Ethereum is again low risk in my opinion, and you can allot 20 to 100% depending on your strategy. Chainlink is medium risk in my opinion, and again you can allot 10 to 50% of your portfolio depending on your strategy. Same goes with Solana and BNB. Medium risk in my opinion, you can again go with 10 to 50% of your strategy in my opinion. Same goes with DOT and Terra Luna. VRA, Ava or Render, Rose, these are all high risk in my opinion because they are low market cap. So you can go with 10 to 25% depending on your strategy. KCS and FTT2 again exchange tokens which are medium risk in my opinion. You can go with 10 to 50% of your portfolio depending on your strategy. Similarly, Matic is medium risk in my opinion. So you can go for 10 to 50%. Sand and Mana are high risk and you can go for 20 to 25%. Now, this is just an example. If I have not mentioned few cryptos, they do not mean they are not good or bad. This is just to give you an example what I consider as low risk, medium risk, and high risk when it comes to SIP strategy. So for me, low risk is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Everything else come into high risk. Personally, for me, even Chainlink is low risk, but again, in terms of market cap, it is a medium risk in my opinion. So depending on your strategy, make a plan. Do not over diversify. Go with either Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, and BNB, or select depending on your research. Just select maximum 10, not more than that. I personally would even not avoid go about 3 or 4. So go on investing as a systematic investment plan. Stick to blue chips, stick to higher market cap, and even they will give you amazing returns if you go with this SIP strategy. So as I told you, you can either go it with 36 months or you can either go with 12 SIPs, that is every quarter once. So every year you will have to do it 4 times. Now, as I told you, I'm going to give you some amazing insights into how you can also do SIP in a different way. Now, taking an example of Bitcoin, we have his Bitcoin chart in front of us, and this is a Bitcoin weekly chart. Again, guys, if you're liking this content, please like the video. And if you have come on this channel for the first time, kindly hit that bell icon, subscribe to the channel, and support this channel so that I can grow this channel. What other thing you can do is what I also keep doing. I do not SIP every month, rather I SIP at different moving averages. So again, this is the strategy I use, and also you can use if you know how to use TradingView, if you know how to use basic, how you can get exponential moving averages or simple moving averages. What we are seeing right now is exponential moving averages. And this is a Bitcoin weekly chart. So what you can do is, what I do personally is I every month observe what is the weekly moving averages. Now here you see 3 different moving averages. The green one is 21 EMA, the black one is 89 EMA, and the red one is 200 EMA. And if you go and check the Bitcoin price action history, we have generally bottomed. So whenever we start with a bear market, this is 2017. From 20,000, we went all the way down to 3,200. This was the bottoming and a reversal. You can see we generally bottom very near to 200 EMA. Again, this is very near to 200 EMA. This was a COVID crash. So this was not a normal time. It was a flash crash, and it, because of COVID, because of Black Swan event, it happened. But generally, this is what happens. Bitcoin bottoms near this 200 EMA and then it again bumps back up. This is assuming we are entering into a Bitcoin bear market. Similar thing happened in 2013. Of course, till then there was no 200 EMA. We got 200 EMA in 2015. But you can see it is very near. Assuming this was the band, we bottomed here in 2015 January, and then we started with a new bull market. Bitcoin went from $1,000 to $150. So you can also do this every month. Put your buy price at two different prices. One is at 89 EMA or 90 EMA on the weekly, which as of today is at around $37,200. And the second is at 200 EMA on the weekly, which as of today is at around $24,466. You can also do this. You can bid for these two prices. And whenever we begin with a bear market, you can always accumulate at these two prices, but you'll have to constantly keep checking every month, and your bids should change every month depending on what price you get for that month. So this is also one strategy you can use, where use different moving averages. You can use 50, 100, 150, 200. You can use 100, 150, 200. You can always strategize that way, and also DCA like that. So this was an important insight I wanted to share with you. This is what I wanted to share in terms of systematic investment plan with all of you. I hope you guys appreciate this, and I hope you guys find some value out of today's video. Thank you again for staying with me till the end. Take care, guys. Bye bye, and see you in the next video.